The first metrics that we'll talk about are two program-level metrics, Cost Performance Indicator, CPI, and we'll also talk about SPI. And these are two important ratios that track program performance in Earned Value Management Analysis, or EVM. So the first one is CPI, or Cost Performance Indicator, and it compares the budget cost of work that was performed, abbreviated as BCWP, to the actual cost of work that was performed, abbreviated as ACWP. So the question is, what did the work really cost? What was the actual cost compared with what you thought it would cost? As an example, if the budget was $10, but you came in at $9 in actual cost, the ratio would be 1.11. If the actual cost was more than your over budget, and the ratio would be under 1. So if you came in at $11, you'd have a CPI of 0.9. And the same logic applies for the SPI metric, Schedule Performance Indicator. The metric holds the cost element fixed, and it compares work performed again, BCWP, to work that was scheduled, BCWS. And this time the question is, how long did the work really take? What was the time that it took to perform the work compared to how long you thought it would take, the scheduled time? And if the performed was more than the schedule, you're obviously ahead of schedule and the ratio would be over 1. So back to the example, if the work performed was $10, but you were only scheduled to have done $8, the ratio would be 1.25. If the work performed was lower than the scheduled cost, then the metric would tell you that you're behind schedule, and the ratio would be under 1. So if the work performed was $10, but you were scheduled to have done $12, then you'd have an SPI of 0.83.